Hello, this is Tracy Smith again, and I have several students that have asked me over the years about tuning guitars, and they want to bring their guitars to me to have me tune them. And so this is a little instructional video on how to go ahead and tune your own guitar, and it's really not that hard. One of the best things to have is if you have something like this. It's a little tuner, and it comes in handy. This one happens to clip on, and it just kind of registers. It doesn't have a microphone. It listens through touch, and I put that over here. And actually, I'm going to do this a little bit different and let my camera operator pan in on that so you can see it. Okay. And so when I play a string with this, you notice it tells me what note I'm playing, and if it's in tune, it'll turn green. I'll just play up the scale there. And if I get one, I'm going to make the high E string go out of tune. And you'll notice that the gauge is reading off to the side here. And as I bring it up, when it turns green, I'm done. If I go too far, then the gauge will, of course, go to the other side. And they make tuners like this. You can get ones that have microphones in them and they listen. Some of them are only made to do guitar, and some of them are chromatic, which means they will hear any note that is played, and it will tell you exactly what note you're playing. Now, to be able to use that effectively, you do need to know the names of the strings. And starting with the thick one up here, your sixth string is an E, then A for the fifth string, D for the fourth string, G for the third string, B as in bully for the second string, and then E again for the first string, for the high string. And you can make up all kinds of different names or games or whatever, mnemonics for that. Sometimes the grosser they are, the better. But I'll leave that up to you to figure out something that works for you. Now, if you don't have a tuner, and you can get one of the strings in tune by using a piano or using a keyboard or something. If you can get just one string in tune, you can tune the guitar to itself. So let's say we've got our E string. We've found the note E on the piano, which incidentally, if you're looking at two black keys on the piano, it's going to be the one just to the right of the two black keys. Now, so we've got this E, and we figured that one out. And so if we go to the 5th fret and we press down on E, that will play the same note as the next open string. Okay? And then when we do the same thing on the 5th string, on the A string, and compare it to the D string, those will be the same. And then on the 4th string, comparing to the open 3rd string, those will be the same. I hope you can see that. Excuse me. See that okay. When we go to the 3rd string, though, we need to drop down to the 4th fret and compare it to the 2nd string open. Okay, so on the 3rd string, we're not going here. We're dropping down. And then when we get to the 2nd string, we go back to the 5th, and we're going to compare it to the open. Now, this isn't an exact science. You gotta really listen to those notes. Now, if you have any doubts, like I'll go ahead and make this one out of tune again. You can hear those aren't quite the same. The second one, I'm playing the 2nd string and then the 1st string, and it's lower on the 1st string, so I'm going to turn it up a little bit until they sound the same. Now, one thing to know, if you're reaching down here and turning your tuning machines and the sound is not changing on whatever string you're trying to do, make sure that you're actually turning the machine for the correct string. I've had a lot of students who have broken strings on their guitars because they started turning and it didn't seem to be doing any good, so they just continued to turn, and eventually you will break a string if you're going the wrong way, because it will over tighten the string and then the string just can't take it anymore. So anyway, just to review that, you go to your 5th fret on your 6th string against the 5th string, 5th fret, 5th string against the 4th, fourth string against the third, and then you're going to drop on the third string down to the fourth fret, compare it against the second, and then the fifth fret again on the second string against the first. Okay? Alright, hope that helps you, and just be careful, try not to break any strings, and until next time, this is Tracy Smith. I'm going to be putting some things up here for some friends and for students, and so up here in the corner you'll see a link. You can subscribe and check back, and there'll be some more videos up over time. And also there's a little link up there to my CD that I did here a while back if you're interested in checking that out. It's called Taverns and Tall Ships, and it's folk songs in a Celtic style kind of thing. So if you're interested in that, check it out. And until next time, we will see you later. Tree Bay up to Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town. No maid I've seen like the brown colleen that I met at the county down.